know? Don't you know? I'm living in shadow. Don't you know? Don't you know? I fell for fools gold. I fell for fools.
Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is all about striking gold.
I love gold!
As you see here in front of you, I have some of my coolest Hot Wheels golden cars here in front of you. And I thought it'd be cool to do a little comparison just between all the different types of gold cars that you see out here. So for example, this is just a mainline Lamborghini here with some nice metallic gold paint. But then you also have like this 50th anniversary Camaro with like a gold plated paint. And then for another one, here is a Super Treasure Hunt with the gold Spectraflame paint. So just kind of cool, all the different levels of gold cars. So I brought out some of my favorites and thought we would take a look. I do think this video would qualify for the white glove treatment, as we have some pretty nice examples out here. Start off here just with some mainline gold cars. This was the Civic Si that released. This was the, was this the first? No, so we got this in a couple, but this was the, I believe the first color with this carbon fiber hood. So this one has a wheel swap with a custom little red lip. But this does look fairly similar to the Lamborghini gold. Maybe just a little bit lighter. Those were the two mainline examples. Let's move on into some premium. Here is the Fast and Furious. This was Rome's Lamborghini Gallardo. And this almost looks a little Spectraflamey. You can kind of see some of the Zamac finish on the car underneath the paint. It's definitely not like a full covered gold. You can, like I was saying, you can see some of the raw metal, I feel like, underneath, kind of similar to a Super Treasure Hunt. So here is the, just the Demon. Yep, the Dodge Demon, Super Treasure Hunt. So getting these in the light, I mean, that is pretty dang close. I did not think that they were that close. I'm looking at it in camera as well as just with my own eyes. And yeah, it's pretty dang close. These cars are probably 3 or 4 years apart, but kind of interesting that, you know, this premium Hot Wheel basically got the Spectraflame treatment, which is pretty cool. And another version of the gold would be the Ultra Hots. So this re-released, I think in 2023, they started bringing back the Ultra Hots, and this is a Spectraflame paint as well. Whereas you can kind of see some of the raw metal finish underneath. If we hold it up next to a actual Super Treasure Hunt, then yeah, you can see they do match fairly well. So another cool line of cars that we get that basically get Spectraflame paint treatment. There are ways to remove tampos from these cars as well, and you could end up with just a nice raw Spectraflame look. Another version here that is fairly similar is the Hot Wheels ID. So this is the Lamborghini Miura Hot Wheels ID edition. You can see the ID chip there on the bottom, but we will compare it once again to the Dodge Demon. I think this is maybe a slightly lighter shade, but very similar. And I believe that the Ultra Hots, the Super Treasure Hunts, the IDs, I believe these are all considered a Spectraflame paint. Going back in time a little bit here, we have the Dodge Viper Super Treasure Hunt. This one is still considered Spectraflame gold, I do believe, but you can see it has just more of a darker hue to it, kind of more of a amber, which is interesting. I definitely like the newer gold Super Treasure Hunt our gold Spectraflame coloring. This just looks a little off, kind of almost like mustardy, where the new definitely, like, that is no mistake, that is Spectraflame gold. Like I said, this is a little more on the like mustardy gold color. And one car here that I'm sure everybody is eyeballing here in the back is the infamous Golden Nugget.
The Holy Grail.
This car is what really sparked the gold for me. This was the first gold loose super treasure hunt that I acquired. And after seeing it in person, I just really fell in love with this gold Spectraflame. I mean, plus gold is, I mean, who doesn't like gold, right? But this definitely started it all for me. I bought this car loose, so I did not have the pleasure of finding this or cracking it, but having it loose, I feel like this definitely is like a grail piece in a lot of people's collection. So super happy to have this. And like I said, that kind of started a slippery slope for me, in which I then picked up the BMW CSL, which I did crack this one open. Love BMW, really a fan of this cast, just with the aggressive like racing lines of this car. Got the big wing, you know, they called this car the Batmobile back in the day. Kind of has that Batmobile-esque look to it. And from there, I picked up the GT500? Yep, the GT500. Grab this one. This has the nice black laced wheels with the black racing stripes, which goes along very nice with the Dodge Demon that we've already featured. But yeah, I definitely went a little out of control and just started buying a whole bunch of gold super treasure hunts just because they look so good together. I mean, there is definitely no denying that. There are two more golds that we have not looked at yet, and one is NFT. This is the Corvette CAR, and this is from the Hot Wheels NFT Garage. I don't believe there is much of a difference. I believe this basically is the same Spectraflame paint that you would see on a normal super treasure hunt. We'll hold them up here side by side to compare. Might look maybe just a shade darker. You guys will have to let me know down below what you think. They might just clean up the cast a little bit more, or just do maybe a little better job of the Zamac finish here on these NFT cars. But I would say when you see an NFT car, it definitely stands out. I think just the overall detail and quality, you can definitely tell that it's not just a super treasure hunt. And the last gold that we will be talking about here today is RLC Gold. I recently just freed this Datsun 240Z, got it up in my case with all my other loose RLCs, and this is a stunner. This is such a nice casting. Once I opened this one up, I was really tempted to open a couple other Datsuns I have, including that Chameleon one, just because this cast looks so good. But this is still considered Spectraflame Gold, but basically the Zamac finish underneath has just been like polished to like an absolute mirror, and then the Spectraflame painted on top. So that's what kind of gives the regular super treasure hunts not like a cloudy, but I don't know, almost kind of like a pitted. You can definitely like see through the paint, where this is just all the imperfections in the metal have been sanded and polished out. So it gives the RLCs a mirror-like finish. Looks super good. So we have Ultra Hot Gold. We have Premium Gold. We have Hot Wheels ID Gold. Super Treasure Hunt Gold with the infamous Golden Nugget. NFT Gold. And last but certainly not least, RLC Gold. What are you picking? So you have to let me know down below what you think is the best gold. We have Mainline gold, Ultra Hot gold, we have Premiums gold, Hot Wheels ID gold, Super Treasure Hunt gold, we have NFT gold, and RLC gold. Definitely a tough choice, but I think all these cars together definitely is a pretty cool sight to see. I mean, you cannot go wrong with some gold Hot Wheels. So thank you for tuning in. And this was a video I kind of had in mind for a month or two now and finally got around to filming it. But it was pretty fun to get all of my gold cars out here and just kind of look over them and do a cool review. It's fun to go through your collection, and just because if you have a lot of cars, sometimes you kind of forget what you have and don't really get to appreciate it. So it's nice to really go back and get some cars out and take a good look at them, get them all lined up, maybe take some pictures, some videos, and just really appreciate the cars for what they are. And this is why we love the hobby, is to collect these cars and look at them and share them with each other here in the community. So thank you for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next video. Peace.